Hi everyone, how are you feeling today? This is CaféDuBien and I'm back after a few weeks of rest, and now it's the time that I am going back to my discipline to wake up regularly, and this is the time of the year that is having some shifts, some changes. So this is not a monologue, although I'm the only one actually speaking. You can join my space. Just going to check if I am live and audible in YouTube. And then I'm going to check if I'm live and audible in YouTube. So I am live and audible in YouTube. So for those that are not familiar with this concept, this is a mental health space where I give some news and where you can join. And although I'm planning to do that each day of the week, from Monday to Friday, this is the only time of the week on Monday that I'm going to stream it. The rest of the time, I will be in my room, but I will not stream it. So what you see in your screen right now is my Google Room space. And you can join at any time. And by instance, there is Halloween music. I wonder what will happen with restream with Halloween music. Just going to test it right now. Strange, isn't it? Well, this is not the point. The point is that I am present with you, with the people that are live each day of the week at 5:30 a.m., which is right now in my space. And for 30 minutes on restream, and probably 1 or 2 hours in my room. So at least from 5:30 a.m. to 6:30, 7 a.m. I'm here in my room. And here I can activate my mic, by the way, and be audible. And by the way, we are live, and this was my alarm to really ensure that I wake up. And it means that sometimes I might wake up not at 5:30, but at 5:35 or 5:45. It doesn't matter. Why do I do this? I do this to give you some news. I do this to give me some discipline. I do this to check with you, how are you feeling today? As I was doing that on my LinkedIn audios from the March or May 2023. So I'm doing that already since, 30 months or more. We are now on the 27th October. This is the last week of October. We have still 8-9 weeks before 2026. And so this is the time where the light is going to be less and less present. We have already since this last weekend, the daily saving time. Yeah, I am live. So you are welcome to join anytime through my Google Room by clicking to linktree/CaféDuBien. You will have my link through that. So, my friends, why CaféDuBien? What does it mean? Just going to check because my tech is a bit frozen and I need probably to remove some stuff. So am I live? Yes. Sorry for that if it was freezing. It was my computer. So why CaféDuBien? And feel free to disrupt my flow and to ask any question or to join my room if you are live. You are always welcome in my room. So once again, I'm going to give some details about why do I do that. There is a kind of resonance with what is doing also Jessica. She was doing that each Saturday morning for 6 to 9 years, I think. And I show up even with a heavy heart, even with a broken soul. And so it started, I think, in the period of 2012 till 2016. And at that time I was laid off, searching for a job in the end of 2012. Then goes 2013, 2014, 2015, no job. Finally, in March 2016, I found a job. But it was very difficult for me, and I got a burnout after a bit more than a year in 2017. Then I was again searching for a job, and then I found a job for 1 year. So all these times with ups and downs, I was a bit like challenged. And already in 2012, I was meeting and knowing a friend. And her presence helped me to go through. And if I can make a synonym of this, it will be Thursdays with Angèle. I say that because there is a book that is called Tuesdays with Maury. And the only difference is that it's about meeting a person regularly each Thursday, most of the time on Thursdays, sometimes not, sometimes some weeks not, but most of the time on Thursdays I was meeting my friend Angèle on Thursdays afternoon at her place in a small village outside Brussels It's a between a village and city, by the way. And I was talking with her, taking coffee, eating some biscuits. So I was blessed because I was able to talk about my life, about the fact that I was searching for a job, applying hundreds and hundreds and thousands of times during all these months and years. So this was helping my mental health. She was a mother, a widow, a grandmother, a neighbor, and a friend, and a human being. And it was truly a blessing to meet her, to talk with her. Just going to check if I'm still online. Yes. So sorry if my voice is a bit calm, but it's the energy and my sound is not top, but it is not required for this CaféDuBien. It's a place where you can join. You don't have to speak. You can write. You don't have to show up on camera. You can be just here, even in silence, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart. I say that because it's a poem from Dorothy O.J. that I was meeting in 2016, and then a bit years later. So Angèle helped me to overcome my challenges. Sadly, even if it was great moments, I was not realizing that it was precious and it was limited. She was already 35 years older than me, so I knew that our time was limited. But I was not prepared about what happened. June 2017, 8 years ago, was the last time that I was meeting her healthy. Then I was not meeting her, ringing no reply. Heard from the neighbors that she was in hospital. September, October, no news. Then she came back, November 2017. And what I've seen when I saw her was very sad in my heart. She came back, but with illness. She had cancer. Her body was more aged. Her mobility was diminished. And my friends, it was a very sad moment for me. But I was there. I was there for her. Aside that, my Thursdays were also occupied. from 2015 to 2016, and when I got the burnout, I was there also to rest, to be there and to talk. And after they decided to not renew my contract on May 2017, I came back to their events. They organized each Thursday morning coffee informal events where I can join from 10 a.m. till noon. And it was also amazing for my mental health. And it was until the pandemic. Now it's over. But they were there also on times of doubt. There were there spaces where I can be me, just me, only a human being in a vehicle, in a body vehicle, and speak and talk and love. And it was not only a coffee drink or tea or I don't know. It was a moment where I was able to speak, to hear informally with human beings. Jokes, John, Andy, and some other persons. That was an amazing time. And then the pandemic hit, and then they tried online, but it was not the same. So sadly, Angèle passed away on the 8th of March 2018. And my life was not the same. I was in her funeral, able to see her body without life last time, meeting her family. And I was there until her last days, until March. 1 or 2 weeks before she passed away, I was there with her, with my light. So, still 12-15 minutes and I'm going to end this session. Yet you can still join my room at linktree linkt.ee/CaféDuBien CAFEDUBIEN. And the reason I am doing that, it's because it's essential for my mental health. Because nowadays, we need that. And it's not easy to be able to do that face to face. And it's a muscle in my part to do that face to face. I do that most of the time online. I attend online sessions, networking, spaces here in Google. That's why I was, am, and will be always blessed in regards of persons like Richard, Margaret, Peggy, RJ, Hermie, Stacy, Brittany, Jessica, Cassandra, Jackie, Kina, Rez, Bez, and so many others. Gwendolyn, Dr. Karen, Dr. CK, and so many others in Cambridge, and including you that are listening live or on the replay in my Refrench Your Brain sessions on Mondays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays, or my weekly CaféDuBien sessions once a week here with Restream. So you are probably watching the replay team, and it will be short and sweet on Restream. And at the same time, I'm here in my Google room whenever you want. I can also be present, book a call, Calendly session. And I am going to improve my Google rooms. Here, for instance, I am letting you discover my Refrench Your Brain sessions, my Refrench Your Brain room that I'm going also to improve. This is my Refrench Your Brain room where you are able to learn and improve French and to learn and improve languages. So now for the next minutes, hope that technology is working. Yes. So for the next minutes, before I close the show, I'm going to talk about now why it's important what I do. I am a human being and I am passionate about languages, about cultures. Language, speaking languages, discovering cultures, connecting with human beings. That gives me energy. French is my mother tongue. And I live in Belgium. Most of the people online think that I'm in France. Oh, France, Paris, I live in Brussels. French is not only a language spoken in France. You can speak also French everywhere in the world. In France, of course, there is even a country that they speak more French than France. It's the Democratic Republic of Congo. There are more than 70 million locutors of French outside France. That's amazing, no? And then there is France, and then there is Quebec, Montreal, Switzerland, Belgium, Luxembourg, and some parts of Africa. There are 200,000-300,000 or more French speakers as the first language, or the second, the third, the fourth plus languages. So here is now me speaking French. Je m'appelle Olivier. You can say also, mon nom est Olivier. Or even, je me prénomme Olivier. Prénomme, it's from prénommer, prénom, first name. J'habite Bruxelles. You can also, j'habite à Bruxelles. And by the way, this city can be expressed Bruxelles because it's Bruxelles. It's Brussels, Brussels in Dutch, and it's either in French, Bruxelles or Bruxelles. Sometimes in French you have two different pronunciations, sometimes more. Same with often or often, library or library, chocolate or chocolate. So any language is amazing. Aside that, I can give you some nuggets. As I'm going to finish the session in 5 minutes, one more nugget is that we have 26 letters, as in English, but we have more than that. We have accents on top of the A, the E, and sometimes the I and the O and the U. And we have a kind of a C that is pronounced S. That's why my pun is there. Normally, and I'm going to type and to show you because it is one thing to be expressing it. It's another thing to write it. So here is the text that I'm going to show you right now. So, CaféDuBien means literally coffee feels good as a pun. Literally, coffee it's good. Coffee of good, you know. But I will say, translate it in English as a pun, as coffee feels good. COFFEELSGOOD. And it's like it feels good. This moment is good. This moment is a mental health moment. Café du bien, coffee feels good. It feels good. Ça fait du bien. It feels good. CA with CCD, FAIT, DU, BIEN. It feels good to organize this, to be there with you on Spaces. And it is a mental health space. You are welcome to join each weekday at 5:30 a.m. Right now it's 6 a.m. I'm going to stay in my room for 30, 45 or plus minutes. And I am finishing this session for the last minutes. And so, how are you feeling, my friends? This is a question that is not only like when you meet people like, how do you do? Oh, I'm fine, thank you. What is the meaning of this sentence? If it's not truly felt, if it's not genuinely expressed. Because you can say just then, hello. And then you have to say to some people goodbye. Like for a few hours or days. And sadly, for friends, forever. They still are in your heart. And somewhere around you, you hope so. Or in the other world, they spread their wings. That happens with my mom 36 plus years ago. That happened with my grandfather my two grandmothers more than 15 years ago. For my grandfather, it was 30 years ago. That happened with my cousin that took his life more than 25 years ago. That happened with my dad's partner more than 18 years ago. That happened with Angèle more than 7 years ago. That happened with my friend Axel last year on the 6th of December. That happened with my friend Dorothy 3 years ago on the 24th of October 2022. That happened with my friends Nancy and Zabi. That's why we need these spaces where we can talk, where we can be us, even with a heavy heart, even with a broken soul. We should stand for love, always. So here now I'm going to, before I close the session, I'm going to talk about my next steps. Each weekday, I'm organizing these cafes at 5:30 a.m. Of course, there is the daily saving time dance for 1 or 2 weeks. Then it's going to be back like 6 hours of difference in EST and 9 hours of PST, but right now it's 5 and 8. Normally it's like I think midnight 30 in EST and 9:30 p.m. PST. I know it's late, it's chocolate, but it's for me a way to wake up. I was doing that also for me to wake up. Of course, I can take a nap of 30 minutes after the show, but usually I do that because I don't want to wake up too late. And this is the time where there is less and less light. It's already 10 hours of sunshine compared to 14 or 16 hours in June. And then it's going to be less and less until 21st of December in less than 2 months. And then it's going to be back the light. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's alright. But until then, the light will be less and less. And we need mental health spaces to be able to talk. So I will do that each day of the week, 5 times per week. I will do my Refresh Your Brains. This time, Mondays and Wednesdays, only 30 minutes. And Thursdays, 30 to 45 minutes, depending on my vibes. Talking about French, about poetry, Celebrate Monday. This is this evening. Poems Day. This is on Wednesday evening my time. And Thursday Dictionary. That's about the language, the words, in my dictionary. And for the last minute, before I close the show, I'm going to check if I have any message. Right now, only people on the replay team will be able to listen to me. And I'm going to be short and sweet, not more than 30-35 minutes. This is my way to be present, to contribute a verse in this powerful play. It's a quote from Dead Poet Society with Robin Williams. Oh, Captain, my Captain, I am still present with my billions of cells partners in my body vehicle in this world. that is challenging because there is shift. This is a calling, my friends, to remain humans. Don't become like these robots, these machines. I am Oli, Ravi Oli, a human being in a vehicle. And so right now I'm going to, for the last minutes of the show, bring some vibes of amazing worlds Goblins to explore. So who's online as my friends? Not a lot of people are online because it's already late in US and I bet it's Thanksgiving time. But I'm going to explore some rooms and then letting you enter into the last room. So this is from testing some hacks in Go Brunch. It's amazing. You know, Go Brunch is amazing. Oh, a bottle. What's there? Oh, that's a seat. That's the way to have seats. Amazing. And then, oops, sorry for that, my friends. Having to share it again. Of course, I don't know if I'm still alive. Because I'm freezing, my friends. Am I live? Yes, I think so. But I'm freezing, my friends. So, check. Because the technology is not easy, I have challenges. I will have probably to close some tabs or to restart. I am live again. So my friends, I think I'm going to stop right now. It's already near 38 minutes. So each day of the week you are welcome in my CaféDuBien room. CaféDuBien. And once again, sharing my CaféDuBien space. That is right there. And you are always welcome to join, to have a mental health break, and to speak, to vent. Some friends are already there. And I'm blessed to be alive, to be part of this world. Although it's sometimes challenging to find my place in this world. Not a lot to lean on, roaming through the night to find my place in this world, my place in this world. So that's it, my friends. Wish you well and have a nice week. See you tomorrow, this time outside of Restream in my Goblin room, CaféDuBien. You are always welcome. Bye.